Hi guys, in this video I want to talk about how much money I spent and my budget in the Philippines here for October 2022. Hi guys, hope you all are doing well. I haven't made a video about my budget here in the Philippines for over 6 months. I did it the first month and then the second month, and I was like, these guys don't want to just continue watching videos every month of my budget. So then I thought, okay, well, I'll do it like every 6 months or so. And so I have a couple of reasons to do this video. Actually, my good friend Gary, and I will pop that up somewhere here in the video and read it to you. He had this question about a budget in the Philippines. So here it is. It says, "Hi Michael, I'm catching up on your vids again. I just retired a few months ago, age 62. And I'm just waiting for another 6 months to get my savings up a little higher so I have a cushion in case SHTF. I'm not sure what that means. Shit happens. Shit, I don't know. SHTF anyway. Whatever that means. But anyway, I'm a very frugal person and just need the basics with the exception of AC, air conditioning. I don't think I could take the heat there without it. Here's a dreaded question that every vlogger fears. Laughs out loud. My current retirement is $1,700 USD a month. Do you think a person could live decently on that in Mactan, Newtown, or is that cutting it too close?" So he asked me that, and I wanted to answer him directly. But first I want to apologize, Gary. This comment was 7 days ago. And I try to keep up on my comments. I have notifications set and everything, but somehow I missed your notification. So first of all, I want to apologize for that. Also, I think, the reason I found this was because I hit that 100 subscriber mark. So thank you guys a lot for that also. And so I was reading my comments and stuff. And I hardly ever go in the YouTube studio, but I was actually in the YouTube studio, and that's how I found the comment. Because I was looking to see how do I change my channel URL, because that was one of the big things before. Once you hit 100 subscribers, you could change your channel URL from that long string of numbers and characters. But now they added handles, so apparently you can't do that anymore. Anyway, my apologies for taking so long to answer this, Gary. I will answer that question in this video. But there's actually a couple other reasons I want to do this. I know a lot of people do budget videos, but in my specific situation, and I know this happens with other vloggers too, they have girlfriends. I have a live-in girlfriend. We've lived together, for 6 months since I got here on April the 1st. And so how I want to do this video is I want to show you what it's like for us together, how much money we spend, how much money we earn, and how much money we spend on different stuff together here in Mactan, Newtown. And then I'm going to kind of break it down because I know there's a lot of single guys out there who, are single. And so I want to kind of break that down into how much it would cost, if you were single to live here in Mactan, Newtown. And also, I want to say this, it does, everybody says this, it depends on your lifestyle, where you live. Obviously, it's going to be different depending on, if you live in Cebu or Mactan, Newtown, or in a province somewhere, in Leyte, or, Dumaguete, or Davao, or some other place. It really does depend on your budget and what kind of lifestyle you want to live. And so I kind of want to answer those questions when I do this. Anyway, let's get into it. I don't want to rattle on too long and make this video. Half of you probably already clicked stop watching already. So for the other half, thanks. Let's get into this. So I have actually pulled up my my budget for October, and I'm going to make myself smaller. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. So this is my budget. And I'm not going to put myself down there. I'm going to put myself at the top. My apologies for this, because I want to actually get it to where you guys can see it. And so there we have it. All right, so let's take a look at this. So hopefully you guys can see this. This is my budget for October. I have an Excel sheet that I keep it on. My condo rent is 23,000 pesos, and it's due on the 15th of every month, so I pay 23,000 pesos. Water, I paid 500 pesos for water here. Now, I think that is a little high, actually. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people say it's like 200 pesos. But you have to remember, we are together. So if you double that, that's 400. And then also, my girlfriend told me that here in the condo, the rate for the kilowatts or whatever is like 1.5 times more. The condo charge, it's directly from the condo. They put a bill in my mailbox, and it's basically according to her, where she used to live in Mandawi, and she's from Leyte. It's about 1.5 times normal. And so that being said, my electric was quite high. It was 7,334 pesos. And I think that has a lot to do with running 2 air conditioners. We have 2 air conditioners here, one here in the living room area, and there's also another one in the bedroom. And we usually don't run them both at the same time. It's usually one or the other, but we do run them both. So Gary, if you are looking to run air conditioning, that's going to be expensive for you. It'll probably, we are 2 people. It'll probably be half of that. Gas, we don't pay anything for gas. There's nothing in this gas that's powered by gasoline or anything. Like in Japan, it was all gas, but here it's all electricity, like in the States. So we don't pay anything for gas. My cell phone was 1,100 pesos, and my food was 20,000 pesos. I'm actually going to go in and show you guys like how I came up with this stuff. Actually, yeah, let's do. Well, no, I'll go through these and I'll run through it. I tried to find my water and electric bill, but I couldn't find it. We keep them here somewhere. I think Mel, my Filipino girlfriend, has them put away somewhere, and I don't know where they are, so I can't really. I tried to look for them, but I couldn't find them. But I do have these GCash transactions from the transactions I made about the rest of this stuff, and I want to show you that, guys. I want to show that to you guys to, tell you, like, okay, here, this is a real thing. This is true. This is actually what I spent. So I will go through that also. My Wi-Fi is $24.99. That is for Sky Fiber. It's called Sky Fiber Wi-Fi. And that is for up to 100 megabytes per second download. Again, that could be cheaper. It depends on, how fast the speed, how fast speed do you want? What kind of internet do you want? You can pay more. I've seen that, you can get it really quick. It also depends on area and other things, what you can get. For here in Macton, Newtown, in this condo here, Sky Fiber seemed to be the quickest that I could get for here. And I need it quick because we both work online. I teach English online during the day. And then I also day trade stocks. I have this day trading shirt. But anyway, I day trade stocks at night in the U.S. stock market. And so I definitely need good internet. And that's what we pay for Sky Fiber. And then, my girlfriend, she has a couple of students that she teaches. She tutors. She doesn't teach English to, but she tutors them, like math and their subjects in school, and Filipino and religious stuff, and different subjects she tutors. And then she also works for customer service for an American company at night. And, that's from like 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. She works at night. Anyway, I'll talk about that later also. Transportation, this is talking about like taking car, taxis, grab car, grab taxis. It was kind of like Uber or Lyft. That was 1,000 pesos. Now, normally we just walk everywhere here in Mactan, Newtown, but in this case, October was a little bit higher because we did go to SM Cebu Mall, and because it was my birthday on October the 15th, and we went there. We went to a Vikings buffet, and we had dinner, and got my haircut and stuff, and we went a couple times. So, basically to Cebu and back is about 250 pesos, I think, one way. So about 500 pesos round trip. So anyway, we went out a couple of times. It cost us about 1,000 pesos. Haircuts. I get a haircut probably once every 2 or 3 months. And I did in October because, like I said, when I went to the mall, I got my haircut. I also get it collared because I like to look young. And that cost me 1,000 pesos. Again, this is something that you could get cheaper if you would just go out and, one of these local barbershops that set up outside. You could get a haircut for probably 300 pesos a month if you get it, once a month. I do have a credit card and loan still, and that's 7,000 pesos a month. So you may not have that. I do have children also that I send money to once a month. That's 5,000 pesos. Now, miscellaneous, out to eat, movies, etc. This was huge in October. This was a really big expense, and there's many reasons why. Like I said, we went out to eat several times. Her family came in and took those guys out to eat. We went to the beach. For this birthday stuff, we did island hopping. So I rented a boat and we went island hopping, and anyway, expenses were high. I spent 27,163 pesos in October on just going out to eat, doing different stuff. Now, visa fees. I didn't spend anything on visa fees in October. So when you come here, you have to have it, get it extended after the first 30 days. And then after that, you get it extended for 6 months. And I did that. And so my next one is coming up the end of this month. I have to go the week of November 30th. They say 35 days beforehand and pay it. And so I pay for the whole 6 months, and that's how you have to do it. You have to pay for the whole 6 months plus the taxes and everything that they add on to it. Normally that's like 15,000 pesos, which I'll have to pay for November. But this month I didn't pay anything, or not this month, but October I didn't pay anything for visa fees. Alright, so that being said, the total that I needed or spent was 95,596 pesos. And now, that's how much we needed, right? Now, let me talk about what we earn. So like I said, my girlfriend here teaches some children. She tutors some kids online. She has this kid named Colby that she gets 6,000 pesos at the first of the month every month. She teaches these sisters, Clarice and Mika, but they actually stopped. They went back to doing normal classes, not online, so they haven't started again, so she's not getting anything from them. She teaches this girl, SJ, which is a Filipina girl. This Filipino woman married an American guy, and she lives in the United States. And so she teaches her at like 7 a.m. or so because of the time difference, Filipino. She's teaching, because her mom doesn't want her to lose Filipino language, so she teaches her that. They pay her 2,400 pesos a month whenever she asks for it. And now she also does customer service work. I mentioned that before. And that's from 9 a.m. 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. And so basically you're talking, 8 hours a day. That's full time. And they pay her 27,000 pesos a month for that. So basically she makes 35,400 pesos a month. And for a Filipina woman in the Philippines, that is like really good money. Basically, that's about a little over, it's about 700, 800 US dollars a month for her alone. considering, normally people make like 3,000 to 6,000 pesos a month or something like that. So she does pretty well. I don't get, and she doesn't have any bills, right? She doesn't have any bills. So basically, she can save 35,400 pesos a month. That's what she could save. Not saying that she does. She buys lots of stuff too. It's not included on here because I don't ask for money for any of this stuff from her. She buys her own stuff. That was kind of the deal. I said, if you can watch that video, but I said, you have your money, you can spend it on what you want to. You can spend it on your family. You can spend it on Shopee, buying clothes. You can spend it on whatever you want to. So she basically keeps all of her money to herself to spend on what she wants to. Now, I, on the other hand, so for me, I have students from Japan that I still teach. And right now, a bunch of them have quit because they were in junior high school. And once they get in junior high school, they have what's called JUCO, and they start it, and it's cram school. And a lot of them stop because they get too busy with cram school and extracurricular activities once they get in junior high school, especially once they get into high school, because then they're preparing to go into university. So anyway, a lot of them have stopped. So I'm only getting 45,321 pesos by the 25th. From my Japanese students, which is basically $900, about $1,000 a month. Now, I also teach online on a few different websites. I have signed up for a few different websites, but mainly I teach on one website. I teach English on one website called Cambly. And how that works is you can make up to $10 an hour. And so, it's... So they can reserve with you, or you can just go online and take calls. And I have a link down in the description if you're interested in it. But most of them call for about 30 minutes, unless it's a trial lesson for 15 minutes, but you still get paid. So about $5 every 30 minutes, about $10 an hour. And, you do that part-time, which is what I do, about, right now, 20 hours a week. You're talking, $10 an hour. If you do that 8 hours a day, that's $80 a day. And then, 20 hours a week. It's about, so, well, yeah. So you're talking about 160, about $200, about $200, depending. You can, sometimes I work more, sometimes I work less, but it averages about $800 a week. And yeah, no, not $800 a week, $800 a month. Sorry, about $200 a week, $800 a month, and that's just part time. Anyway, for October, I got 46,588 from them, and then so my total that I got was 91,909. And so if you take my total minus my expenses, which was 95,596, I'm actually was in the red this month by 3,687 pesos. But again, that has a lot to do with, that's actually a really expensive month, mainly because of my birthday and other things. But it is what it is. Total, we get 127,309 pesos. So total expenses are 95,596. So totally, technically together we make 31,700, or we could keep in savings 31,713 if we was to keep it together, but we don't. It's separate. Anyway, that's my budget for October. Now I did want to also show you this. This is my it's really cool because you can get this. It's called GCash transactions. So GCash is an application where you pay for stuff, and then basically you can get a statement of what you can choose whatever date you want. So I wanted to show you guys that, so I can show you like what I spent stuff on real quick. So let me see if I can show you that real quick. All right, here it is. This is the GCash transaction statement. And so from the app, you just have to request it, and they will send it to whatever email address that you put in to have it sent to. And it is password protected. It's basically your last name plus the last 4 numbers of your phone number that you signed up for with GCash. When you sign up for the application, you need a Philippines phone number. But yeah, let's take a look at this real quick. So I got it from the last 3 months. It was actually September to November 8th. So anyway, let me go down to October and show you what I'm talking about here, like what I spent. So from October the 1st. So this is part of the, going out and eat and miscellaneous part. Mr. DIY is a do-it-yourself store. I spent about 499 pesos there. I actually don't remember what that was for. Yeah, there was like light. Yeah, no, I don't remember. Anyway, I got some stuff at Mr. DIY. It's 499 pesos. Now, buy load. This is where you top up your phone for this number, and that was 90 pesos. Transfers, remit. Okay. Transfer. Mac delivery. So this is McDonald's. I spent 1,113 pesos. This is my electric, Macton Electric. You can see here it was 7,334.41 pesos. Food Panda. So I got something from Food Panda that was 912 pesos. Don't remember what that was. Shakey's, Philippines. This was 2312. This was on October the 9th, so I think that's when her family came. And I ordered a big pizza and some chicken and some other stuff. These says FIS POS, point of sale. Macton, this is here in Macton, Newtown. And I think this was when we went out to eat at Chibi Chibi's or something like that. It was $26.29. I made a payment to Google. This 129 pesos was for a subscription that I have on Google to a guy that I watch for day trading. I'm a member of his channel. I got this back. That was when I got back money for the phone that I ordered, the wireless mic that was never sent to me. I got that back. I got a video about that too if you're interested. Anyway, these other point of sales is where I went out to eat. I'm not sure. It could have been out to eat or at Watson's or something maybe, but one was 815 pesos. The other was 3174.69. Here's my payment to Sky Fiber, which is $24.99. Here's another McDonald's delivery for $8.90. Buy load. Again, this is where you top up your phone for 50 pesos. Here's another one for 50 pesos. Here's another point of sale. That's probably food for 1,300 pesos. Here's another Shakey's for another $24.39. I mean, we ate out. I have a lot of stuff, junk food delivered all the time. Here's another Food Panda for $16.73. But again, this was all around the time of my birthday and the time that her family was in and time that different people was over here. And so these numbers could be crushed down a lot. By load, that's again for the phone. This was $9.99. The reason that one is so high is because I got this portable Wi-Fi as a backup in case my Sky Fiber internet goes down. And also, I figured once I buy this portable Wi-Fi, I don't need to top up my phone's 50 pesos every time I go out somewhere. And so that $9.99 is unlimited internet. And so I could use it at home. I can use it whenever I go out, connect to it. Up to 10 people can connect to it. So in the long run, I think it'll save me money, and that's why I got it. Here's another McDonald's delivery for $8.81. Another one for $4.69. And these are just transfers. Here's a payment to Shopee for 2015. Now, I think this was, I ordered a Christmas tree or something from Shopee that's supposed to be delivered. It hasn't, on December 7th, I think is what it is. Now, this 6,041, I think that was from Lazada, where I got ornaments and stuff. No, it was from America. It was from Amazon. That's what it was. It was Amazon. I ordered new T-shirts from Amazon and a bunch of stuff. So this was actually from Amazon. This is what this 6,041.25 was. And so yeah, that is basically it. Now, let me. I wanted to kind of break this down also into what it would be like as a single person. So let me bring back up the my calculator here, and also let me bring up the budget, and let's take a look at. So I mean, the I was asked about from Gary if at age 62, if I think he said 1,700 USD a month is enough to live in the Philippines. So basically, together, we spent 95,596. And so if you take that times 2, if you take like 96,000 pesos, let me bring up my calculator actually. All right, here we go. Let me make that actually smaller. All right, let's break this down a little bit. That's probably too small. Let me make that kind of bigger so you guys can actually see it. All right, so anyway, 96,000 pesos a month. I'm not very good with math, but especially 2 to 1. Well, you got to drop these 2 zeros, right? I spent $1,920 for the both of us last month. Now, is that normal? No, that's for both of us. Now let's try to figure out like how much would this be if you were in Gary's shoes. Obviously, the rent is going to be between 20 and 30,000 somewhere around there, maybe more now. A lot of that's open, but I spend 23,000 pesos. That's not going to change. Your water is that's probably going to be half of that, so that's probably going to be 250. I just want to go through and like do this in half to show like what it would probably cost if you were single with by yourself living here. The electricity is 73.34. That's way too high. Half of that would be like 3,500. Probably even less than that. But I mean, if you are planning on using the air conditioner a lot, then it's probably going to be around that, especially here in the condo. Food, gas is going to say that you're not going to pay anything for gas, okay? Unless you have a motorcycle or something else like that. I mean, there could be other expenses on here that I'm not considering. Like, I don't have a motorcycle. I don't have a scooter. I just walk or take a taxi everywhere pretty much. Cell phone, again, that's 1,100, but that did include that 1,000 for this pocket Wi-Fi. And, so if you just top up, probably a couple hundred pesos for your cell phone, maybe, I don't know how much you go out. So let's just say like 500 pesos a month for your cell phone to top up. Now, your food, 20,000 pesos, that's for both of us. So I would say you could get by on probably 10,000 pesos a month. 26,750. Let me go back here. Sorry, guys. 26,750. And then 10. Yeah, so 500, right, for the phone. Right. Okay, that's where we got that 2007-250. And then Food, you could probably get by on half of that at the grocery store. I don't know how much you eat in. We eat in, you know, not that much. Basically, we order a bunch of junk or go out and eat. But we do get food. We get eggs. We get bacon, hamburger, chicken, yogurt, vegetables, French fries, stuff like that. So from Robinson's here. Now the internet, that's going to be depending again. Like we both need fast internet because we both work online, and I day trade at night online. So I'm paying $24.99 for Sky Fiber, but I mean you could get internet for cheaper than that. So honestly, that depends on like how fast the speed do you need. Um, I know you can get it for probably 1,600 pesos slower speed, but still decent internet. So let's just say like 1,500 for internet. But again, that's I don't know. That depends on you. I use it a lot. I use it online, and I use it day trading. I use it watching videos, streaming videos. Making YouTube videos, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, let's just say 1,500. Um, Transportation, that was 1,000. Again, that depends on how much you go out. So, I went out a couple times in October. So, I mean, it depends on how much you go out. So, but that's for both of us. But again, the taxi, it doesn't matter how many people's in it. So I think that one should probably be kept at 1,000. So we'll just keep it at 1,000, just just say it's 1,000. Haircuts and I don't know if you get your hair. I don't know what you do with your hair, how often you get it cut. Now I did this at the mall in October, which is more expensive. Like I said, you can go out here and you can get a haircut once a month for like 300 pesos. 250 to 300 pesos, maybe 350, but let's just say 300. And then I don't know if you have credit cards or loan or anything. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. I don't know. But I won't add that on here because I don't know if you do or not. Children, I don't know if I don't know if you divorced or like me. You send money back for your kids or whatever every month. I have no idea about that either, so I can't add that in there. Now, this miscellaneous going out and stuff, again, that's going to depend on you. Together we spent 27,163 pesos. I would say that you could spend, together we should have spent half of that. We shouldn't spend more than 10 to 15,000 pesos together on all that stuff. We just did it way too much because, like I said, we went to the mall, we went to Vikings, we got their family came in. Her mother's birthday was on the 10th, mine was on the 15th. We kind of celebrated together, went out to eat, did all kinds of stuff. But for a single person, if you don't, spend a lot of money going out like I did in October, you could probably get by on probably 5,000 to probably about 5,000 pesos a month as a single guy. So that's what I think anyway. 5 to 10. Now let's just say 7,500. Let's just go in between that. Let's just say 7,500. All right. Now Visa. Again, when you first come, you're going to have some Visa fees. I think it was like 3,000 something the first time, and then 12 months after. 15,000 every 6 months or something like that. If you want to budget it out, then I would say you should keep about 2,000 pesos a month for your Visa. So I'll add like 2,000 on here because 2,000 would be 24,000 a year. So yeah, 12,000 every 6 months. Mine's actually like 15, so maybe like 30. 30 divided by 12. Anyway, about 2,500. So let's say 2,500. And so, yeah, basically that's it, right? You may have other expenses too, Gary. I'm not sure. But I mean, if I was a single guy, here, it probably costs about 50 pesos a month to live here. Okay. Now, if you double that, you're talking about, times two. 100,000, 100,000 pesos. You drop up these two. You're talking about, $1,100 a month, about $1,000 a month. And then you said you have, 1,700 a month. As a single person, I think that would be plenty myself. Now, again, depends on, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to have a girlfriend? Then, yeah, you're going to double that, like I did. So, anyway, those kind of questions are really hard to answer, honestly, because it does depends on, people's lifestyles. Let me make myself bigger here. And anyway, that's what I spent in October. Now, I know that seems really expensive. Can you live cheaper than that? Absolutely. If you're single, you can get a place a lot cheaper than 23,000 pesos a month. My girlfriend had a studio apartment in Mandawi, cost her 3,500 pesos a month. You get ones for 6,000 pesos a month. It's not going to be near the beach. It's not going to be within walking distance. It's not going to be in really good areas. But you can live a lot cheaper than that. Can you live on $1,000 a month? Absolutely, especially as a single person. Mine's so expensive because I'm here with her and in a good area, and we spend a lot of money on stupid stuff, and so yeah, mine is a lot more expensive than what it should be, really. But my thought was, as long as I have the money, I want to keep up the lifestyle that I want to live. And this is what I came to semi-retire here. And I didn't come here to live like a really not bad, but what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't come here to have a worse life than what I left. I wanted to have a better life. So, yeah. Some of that stuff included like massages. I go out and get a massage every 2 weeks. And so, yeah, I live a pretty decent life. And I always thought, look, if I end up losing money too much, I can always move to someplace cheaper. And we're thinking about that actually for April, next April, because this condo, the 1-year contract is up next April. We'll have to move out of. We'll have to decide whether to stay here or move someplace else. But we might move someplace else. But so you can always move someplace cheaper. You can always move someplace better. That's the thing with renting. That's why I like renting. That's why I don't like buying a house or something. Being stuck somewhere. I like freedom. I like doing what I want. I like going where I want. I like to move if I want to. So anyway, I hope that answered your question, Gary. I want to finish the video because it's been way too long. But again, I appreciate you guys for watching, especially all the way to the end of this video. And if you have any questions or comments about this, go ahead and leave them down below. I will check them out. And I will see you guys in another video.